Welcome to Food for Life TV. I'm Dr. Barnard. Glad to have you with us. You know, if you've watched other broadcasts that we've done, or if you've read any of my books, you know that we're very big on plant-based diets. More vegetables, more fruits, out with the meat and dairy products. And it seems like we're talking about that for just about anything. You've got a high cholesterol level, get rid of the meat, bring in the vegetables and fruits. You've got diabetes, get rid of the meat, bring in the vegetables and fruits. Seems like we're saying that for just about everything. Well, does one size really fit all? Well, think of it this way. A guy drives into his filling station and he says, there's something wrong with my car. The acceleration is terrible. The exhaust looks like Pittsburgh's worst memories, and I'm not getting good mileage. And the mechanic says, what kind of fuel are you putting in this car? And he says, I'm putting in diesel, like it says here in the owner's. Oops. The car takes unleaded. He puts the unleaded in the gas tank, and suddenly the exhaust clears up. The ride improves. Everything's getting better. His fuel economy is good. If you're putting the wrong fuel in your car, well, you're going to see a lot of problems. If you're putting the wrong fuel in your body, same story. Your cholesterol goes up. Your elimination is not so good. All kinds of problems can arise. So, for example, let's say a person is eating a meaty diet, the kind of diet that I grew up with, and maybe you did too. Well, meat, dairy products, they have fat. Fat has 9 calories in every gram. Do you remember that from previous videos? Carbohydrates have only 4, so the fatty foods fatten our waistline. Well, but also those same fats, they don't just affect our waistline, they cause the body to make more cholesterol. So that's bad for our heart. From the standpoint of diabetes, well, those very same fats can get into the muscle cells where insulin is trying to take glucose out of the blood, get it into the muscle cells. So the fat's causing a problem there too. And all that fat building up in my circulation, in my arteries, in my veins, well, that thickens the blood. It makes it more viscous, more like Vaseline, less like water. So it takes the heart a lot of effort to push the blood through, and your blood pressure goes up. With regard to cancer, meat contains carcinogens. Fatty foods, low fiber foods cause the hormones to get out of whack. So if you're thinking about all of these conditions, you can see how the same kind of diet can create problems, but at the same time, the same dietary change toward vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and beans can solve all of these problems. Now, I don't want to be overly simplistic because there are ways to fine-tune the diet for each of these conditions. Let's say my problem is just want to make the bathroom scale a little bit more friendly. I want to lose some weight. Okay, you don't want to just avoid meat. You really want to focus on foods that give you a lot of fiber. So beans, vegetables are real fiber champions. They fill you up, slim you down. If my issue is my heart, you bet going on a plant-based diet will lower cholesterol, but certain foods you'll want to emphasize. You've seen those TV commercials that oats will lower cholesterol? They really do. It's the soluble fiber that they have. Beans also have it as well. Blood pressure? Yep, going vegetarian is really good, but emphasize the vegetables and fruits in this case. Why? They've got potassium. Potassium brings your blood pressure down. For diabetes, yep, you still want to get on a plant-based diet, but the foods to really emphasize now are the low glycemic index foods, the ones that don't cause your blood sugar to spike, like sugar, white bread, bad. You don't want that. Rye, pumpernickel bread, the bean group, those are all good low glycemic index foods. And when it comes to cancer, you really want to pull out all the stops. So, yeah, you want to have it be vegan, plant-based, but eat for color. Carrots have beta-carotene. Tomatoes have that bright red lycopene. You want to keep alcohol to a minimum. You want to eat the healthy, high-fiber foods. So tune it up, but yep, plant-based diet is good for all these things. Thanks for being with us.